Let's go to Jack in Tampa. What's up, Jack?
Hey, Dr. Delony, how are you?
I'm good, man. What's up?
Well, if my memory serves me right, these episodes are recorded about a month before they're dropped, which means this thing will drop right about Christmas time. And so if you don't mind, I'd like to wish you and all the folks at Ramsey Solutions and all the listeners across the Ramsey land here, very Merry Christmas to you and all your families, and hope the holidays find you well.
Thank you so much, man, and you too. Hope you guys have a great Christmas.
Well, so the reason I'm calling is so I'm going through a divorce. I've been going through it for about 2 years now since my wife left me.
Okay. Why'd she leave you?
And we'll you're going to make me jump to my secondary problem very quickly here.
Usually the secondary problem is hidden behind a pretend first problem.
Well, I don't know why my wife left me for sure.
Why has she told you she left you?
Boy, you got cameras somewhere.
Nope, just been doing this a long time. And you have a very evasive cadence. Why did she leave you? She told you very directly, and you don't like what she said or you don't want to believe it. Why did she tell you she left you?
Actually, it's because I can't remember why. So I have a problem with blocking out, I guess, uncomfortable things. So I've asked her twice. And the first time, I don't remember anything about what she said. And the second time I asked her, I tried really hard to concentrate on what she was telling me. And my brain took me to a different place. I completely tuned her out. Like she was talking through a pillow. Like she was talking, but I wasn't able to focus on anything she was saying. And
when did this start?
I'm not sure. I didn't realize it was really a problem until that happened. And then I've been staying with my little sister through this divorce process, and we were talking about some things that happened in our childhood when we were teenagers, and she was telling me about something that happened to her, and I was there, and she says, "Oh, but you probably don't remember because you're like Mom, you forget things that are uncomfortable," which I have no idea what she means about my mom. I got hung up on the whole me thing. So
that's the first. That was the first time you'd ever heard that.
Yeah, from somebody else.
And so she disclosed that, like, you were there when abuse happened or family trauma happened, but you just block it out like always and pretend nothing happened. And that was the first you'd ever heard of that?
Yeah, yes and no. It was the first. We had some things happen in our early childhood.
So let me absent a brain tumor or absent some significant brain lesions or absent some horrific childhood trauma. You're gonna have to get real direct because there's a vagueness to how you just interact. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's a protective measure, and I understand it, and it makes complete sense. But it becomes self-reinforcing. And so the healing here is directly through the middle of it. So, like, what are the things that happened when you were a kid that you can remember and that you know about?
Oh, God. Nobody wants to hear a grown man cry on Christmas.
Hey, listen, Here's the deal. I love you. And I can hear it on you. But how old are you?
32.
Okay. I want you to be very honest with yourself about how this sort of evasiveness on the truth and the stories that you were born into and that happened to you, what that has given you. It's given you a lot of heartache. And so here's what I'm offering you, an opportunity to try to practice something different, which is, let's be very direct. What happened? If you don't, hey, listen, if you don't want to, that's okay. I'm not gonna bully you into it. I'm not gonna browbeat you. But I do want you to know healing will be going right through the middle of this. And you'll probably need a very skilled trauma counselor. And I would recommend, if you were my friend, I'd recommend that you go get a CT scan to make sure you don't have some sort of challenges with your physical brain. But memory and trauma and anxiety, all that stuff is wound together in a pretty remarkable way. Okay? All that stuff is really tightly braided together. And so if you got problems with memory and you got problems with family trauma, that's a brain trying to take care of you. Okay?
That's why I wasn't going to really address it, because I thought maybe it wasn't that big of a deal if I just don't remember bad things. So
incorrect.
That's all.
Because your heart remembers and your brain remembers and your body remembers. The frontal lobe part, the part that just lets you go on about your day and check who won the game and making sure you get the TPS reports turned in, that can just go about its day. But your body keeps the score, as Van der Kolk says, and it is revving and revving and revving. And if you've looked at the ACEs score, the Adverse Childhood Experiences score, it's a scale of 1 to 10. I want you to Google it after this. It's called ACEs. There's a million of sites you can go to, but it's just a 10-question test. The higher your ACEs score, 5, 6, I think 4 is when it starts really changing, but 6, 7, and 8, things that happened to you in your childhood become predictive of strokes and heart attacks and cancers and dementia and other things. Because your body is at war. Okay? And so it feels like just pretending none of this happened is the way forward. And by the way, replaying it all is not part of everybody's healing journey either. It's not like you're going to have to sit down and just like hit rewind on all the videotapes and start again. But you're going to have to make peace with what happened. And you're going to have to begin practicing being present with hard conversations in the now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, is can you even really fix?
Yes.
I mean,
well, you're not broken. Your brain is working perfectly. So I don't want you to think you're broken. Your brain experienced some stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Some evil craziness. And so it has learned the best way is that we unplug. And we will plug back in when the threat has passed. And so you're not broken. There's nothing to fix. Can you be healed? Yes, I believe with all my heart you can. There's too many incredible advancements right now in all kind of trauma therapies and different trauma therapy techniques and some of the MAP stuff with some of the psychedelics with people who know what they're doing. There's too much stuff out there. Ketamine therapy. There's too many therapies out there that are working, just doing miraculous things when done with a trained provider. So yes, I have every bit of confidence.
Okay. So when me and my sisters were very little, I was like, I want to say it was between the ages of 3 and 6. I want to say I was in kindergarten when my parents finally took us away. God, I can't.
Okay. Hey, don't. Let's just stop right there. Okay. Here's what's important about what you just did. You provided a GPS pin. You know where. Right?
Yeah.
You know where. And your brain throws a curtain up, and it'll allow you to dig back to that curtain. I'm going to recommend you don't go through that curtain by yourself right now. Okay?
Okay.
But I am going to recommend, because I love you and I care about you, I want you to call somebody as a Christmas gift to yourself, man. You've been doing this for 30 years. It's exhausting, right?
Yeah.
Did you love your wife?
A lot. Yeah.
It hurts. And my guess is she loved you too, and she just went as far as she could go, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready to be well and healed?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the hesitation, man?
You ever think something about yourself, but you tell yourself all the time that it's wrong, but you can't stop thinking that way about yourself. So,
were you sexually abused as a kid?
Oh God. I
Just
remember.
yes or no though. Let me say it this way: the words you are using are very common among people who were sexually abused as young children. Okay. Not saying you were. I'm not putting that into your head. If that's not the case, that's not the case. But the words you're using tell me that you, as a young child, suffered terribly. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I only know what I was told.
Okay.
So.
All right. Let's don't go into there on this call. Okay. Let's keep this where it needs to be until you've got a professional in the room with you. Okay.
Okay.
Are you suicidal in any way?
No, I'm not suicidal.
Okay. Do you work? Do you have a job?
No, I have quite a bit of work. Yeah, I work.
What do you do?
Well, I work full time as a truck driver, and then I work a secondary job part time on the weekends as working in a warehouse. And
so you're not scared of hard work, right?
No, I'm scared of sleep. Apparently, just
hey man,
just working and doing school at night, just trying to get my finances in line, and my divorce is pretty well buttoned up. Just got the hearing coming down the line, and to have a judge sign off on everything, and there's a custody agreement. I'll have 50-50 custody with my little girl, but contingent on I have to move to within 50 miles of my wife, and she lives in a bit of a expensive area, so I gotta.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get everything in line to be able to do that and be there for my daughter, which is the point of this call is I just don't want to screw up my kid with the junk that's my life. So
have you are you abusive?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Nope, that's not the question I asked you. This is the answer: yes or no. Are you abusive?
No, I'm not abusive.
Put a period at the end of that sentence. One of the hallmarks of childhood abuse is that everything has a ... at the end of it, because you're never quite sure where it's coming from. Because the people that were supposed to keep you safe, the adults in your life, are the ones that hurt you. And so everything is I don't. No, you don't abuse your daughter, right?
Right.
Stand on that. For the first time since she was born, stand on that. You're not afraid of hard work. Are you earning a good paycheck?
A couple of good paychecks.
Yes, you are. You're a good dad. Okay? Stand on that. Do you have some skills to learn? Absolutely you do. We all do.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of healing to do? Absolutely. but you're stepping in the right direction. Okay. You wish it hadn't taken a divorce to get your attention. Here we are. Okay. Here we are.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do from this point forward is decide what happens next. You can't go back and edit what happened when you were a kid. You can't go back and edit the kind of husband you were or were not. You can just decide from this point forward, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so you're going to have to practice putting a period at the end of your sentences.
Okay.
And it's hard because those got you hurt, man. I can't tell you enough. You cannot do this by yourself. You're going to have to call a trauma counselor in your area. Okay? Do you promise you'll do that?
What will happen?
If they're a good trauma therapist, they will sit down with you and they will walk you through how your body responds in the present to things that happened in the past. And you will learn some skills on how to regulate your body. When it starts to leave a conversation, you will learn skills to stay present in that conversation. Even if it's a conversation that says, if you don't fix A, B, and C, I'm going to divorce you. Or I'm filing for divorce from you. And you say, what happened? And then all of a sudden your body's like, hey, we're not sitting around for this because the last time we sat around for this when you were 7 or you were 3, the other stuff happened. So we're out. And you will learn skills to stay present. And a good trauma therapist will not drag you through every memory of the past and make you dredge up the past. There's some pretty damning research about that could be re-traumatized. That's not the point. The point is, how can I take ownership of my body in the present? That's the goal. And some of that does have some revisiting that happens, but not in the gory graphics and all that. Okay?
Okay.
But what we're looking for here is peace. And you have never had that. Let me describe it.
No.
Let me describe it. Can you imagine it being 9 o'clock and you laughing and deciding, I can either go to bed and crash or I can just watch a movie. And you just deciding that, not because you have to, because you get to. And then you wake up in the morning and you decide, I think I want to have coffee, not because I have to have chemicals to prop me up, but just because.
Yeah.
Can you imagine dating somebody and telling a joke and they don't laugh very hard and you don't instantly go into a shame spiral because you're the stupidest person ever and you're an idiot? You just go like, that was a dumb joke. You know what I mean? Or your boss comes in and says, your butt's going to go do this. And you say, I'm not. Have a great day. I've taken care of my finances. I'm good to go. I'm going to be at a place where I'm respected. Or it's that guy cuts you off in your car and you don't go to insta rage, blackout rage. You just let him over. You just nod and be like, all right, dude, in a square Kia, go about your day. Peace. You tip that waitress at Waffle House $100 on Christmas Day because you can. Because she doesn't want to be working there on Christmas Day, but she has to. And you get to honor. Like, that's peace, man. Peace. Whew. And you've never had that because your body's been trying to defend you since you were 3 from the people that should have taken the best care of you.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And then your daughter is going to feel that connectivity, and there's not going to be a nuclear reactor. She's going to be in the presence of a dad who's safe. Not who says all the right things no dad does. And not who doesn't say dumb things and mess up. All dads do. But a dad whose presence is, that guy's somebody I can anchor into.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Does that sound good?
That sounds... That sounds...
it's a fairy tale, right?
Yeah.
It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a copy of my book, Own Your Past, Change Your Future. I want you to read it. And I'll also send you a digital copy so you can listen to it if you're not a reader. You can listen to it while you're driving. Okay? And the whole book is about making peace with these things happen to me, whatever these things happen to be. And then that terrifying question, what do I do next? And the second thing is, in exchange for sending you the book and both versions of that book, you, my friend, are going to fulfill your promise and call a trauma counselor today. You're going to call somebody today and you're going to make an appointment today. So by the time Christmas rolls around, you've had 1, 2, maybe 3 sessions with them. And let them know I'm scared. I don't trust you. I don't trust adults. I don't trust any of this. And they'll say, great, have a seat. Would you like some tea? And that, my brothers, where healing is going to start. And at some point, you'll say sorry to your wife when the lights come on. And at some point, she may see you and say, oh my gosh, there he is. And your daughter's going to want to be around more and more and more and more because, peace. And make no mistake, my man, this is going to be a hard, hard, hard journey. And make no mistake, my friend, you're worth every step of the way. Thank you for calling and trusting me, man. I'm grateful for you.